Hello all. So in this video we shall look at another system of linear equations and try and find the solutions of the linear system of equations in three variables. So the system is, I'll directly write it in the matrix form. So the system is 2, 1, minus 3, 4, 2, minus 6, 1, minus 1 and 1 into x, y, z. We need to find the values for x, y and z such that this system is equal to 0, 0, 0. So this is a homogeneous system. It's homogeneous because the right hand side is equal to 0. So you have a system of the form Ax is equal to 0. Now let's find out what are the values of x, y, z that satisfy these equations. So one thing that we can understand from the matrix, the coefficient matrix, is that the second row is nothing but twice the first row, which means that there is some kind of a dependency in the rows of the matrix A. So you would have already studied in properties of determinants that if a row is a scalar multiple times another row, then the determinant of the matrix is equal to 0. So with that in mind, let's try to find out how many solutions this system has. So we will try to do the row reduced echelon form, that is the reduced row echelon form, RREF, and then find the solution. 2, 1, minus 3, 0, 4, 2, minus 6, 0, 1, minus 1, 1, 0. So this is the right hand vector. So what will we first do? Maybe we can interchange R1 and R3. Because we want this entry to be 1, we can either divide the first row by 2 or because this entry already has 1, let me just interchange these two rows. So I'll get 1, minus 1, 1 and 0, 4, 2, minus 6, 0, 2, 1, minus 3, 0. Now we want to make this entry and this entry 0. So how shall we get that? R2 shall be replaced with R2 minus 4R1 shall be replaced with R3 minus 2R1. The reduced matrix that the new matrix that we will get is, first row will remain as it is, no changes. Second row is second row minus 4 times first row. So 4 minus 4, 0. 2 plus 4, 6. Minus 6 minus 4, that is minus 10. 0, 0, 0. Third row is third row minus 2 times first row. So 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 plus 2 is 3. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. And then 0 plus 0 is 0. So now this entry has to be made 1. So we'll just divide R2 by 6. The matrix that we'll get is 1, minus 1, 1, 0, 1, minus 10 by 6, 0, 3, minus 5, then 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then we'll just do one more step and then go to the entries above the second row. So R3 shall be replaced with R3 minus 3R2. Then the matrix that we get is 1, minus 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, minus 10 by 6, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so we have obtained this row echelon form. So you can see that the final row is completely 0, which means that z is an independent variable. Now this is the leading entry of the second row. So corresponding to this, above this also we should have zeros. So we need to make this minus 1 into a 0. that can be obtained by just adding the first row with the second row. So the new matrix is 1, 0, and then we have 1 minus 10 by 6, that will be minus 2 by 3, and then this will be 0. Here we will have the same entries. Again 10 by 6 can be written as 5 by 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So z is an independent variable, as I already mentioned. So z can be taken to be some constant. From the second row we will get y minus 5 by 3 z is equal to 0. So y is equal to 5 by 3 z, that is nothing but 5 by 3 c. And then from the first row we have x minus 2 by 3 z is equal to 0, which implies x is equal to 2 by 3 z, that is 2 by 3 c. So the final solution x comma y comma z is nothing but 2 by 3 c comma 5 by 3 c comma c. So let's have a look at the geometrical representation of these equations. The first equation is this. Second equation is nothing but the first equation, because you can just divide the second equation by 2 and you will get the first equation. And then the third equation is this plane, and intersecting the first and the third equations we get this line. So we'll just move it a bit. This line is the intersection of the first and the third equations. So there are infinitely many solutions to this system of equations, because the first and the third equations, the intersection gives a line. So these are infinitely many points. The second and the first equation are nothing but the same. So the intersection of all these three equations gives us this line, which has infinitely many points, and all points on this line are solutions to this system of equations. Thank you.